Yeah, we are.
Nice.
Rajesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's turn on our video.
Yeah, just
Let's do it. I think we are streaming on both LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube.
okay. Nice. Will you share the screen or should I?
Go ahead, share your screen.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Let me make it live for everyone.
Nice. Okay. So, hey everyone, welcome to our weekly community call. From now on, we will be hosting this every Saturday to keep you all in the loop with the latest updates, announcements, and upcoming events at Spheron. So today we are thrilled to have Prakash from the founder's office joining us here and share some exciting insights. So let's dive in.
Hey, hi everyone. It's glad to have you over here, and we are super excited to be here with Chivashish. And this is his first time in our community call, and he is a superstar in whatever content you are reading through on Spheron and every community update that goes on, and also any update that goes on Spheron. And we are grateful to have him over on this call, and we are today to tell about what we have been doing in every week on Spheron. So this is a new initiative by Spheron by sharing what we have been done every week. So make sure you hit like and subscribe, and on whatever platform you are, you make sure that you subscribe to Spheron for whatever updates we have been doing week by week. And this week we have something very exciting to tell you all about. And Shivashish is the community holder for us today and the head of the community right now, and he's doing a very interesting stuff in all of this segment. So I'm very excited to know about what we have done at Spheron and would love to tell you more about it.
Yeah. So let's get it started. Uh, so first thing is related to protocol updates. So we are excited to introduce a major update to our deployment tools. Beyond the CLI, you can now create and manage deployment directly from our new console app using ICL. Simply head over to console.spheron.network and you can check it out. Like what are the features we have integrated, like you can do the start by connecting your wallet via MetaMask. Let me see if I can share those as well. Uh, I think, um, yeah, just wait a minute. Okay, so here you can come and like I have already connected my MetaMask account with Spheron. So just you have to click connect wallet and start deployment. Just go to new deployment and here you can add YAML file and just start deploying. So this one is the first update. Second one, yeah. So second one is like we have launched a new leaderboard in the provider app to rank the top provider based on the reward points, and we have added features like tabular view, podium section, and search functionality. So like you can go on the top three providers and we are started highlighting at the top for easy recognition. So Third thing is our matching engine now considers the provider trust tier when assigning deployment order. This ensures more reliable and appropriate matches, aligning deployment with trusted provider for better outcomes. Uh,
I think this really changes the game when we are speaking about providers. Like let's say there are XYZ providers that are connecting to Spheron,
hmm,
and it really provides a matchmaking engine into a state where it is very viable to choose from Spheron whatever providers you're going through and whatever providers you're selecting throughout. And also, like the UI is state of the art. That that's something what I love about Spheron and what we love about Spheron is that once really want to go ahead and you want to like initiate a deployment, it's so easy and it's so straightforward to go ahead with any of the deployments you want to. So yep, that's something which really changes the whole game of provider segments and getting on part of the provider segment as well.
Yep, so true. And also, we have improved the internal logic for generating authorization tokens. So, these updates boost security and control over lease management, making the process more secure for all users. So, this was like from our protocol updates. Next thing is like this is going to be very interesting for this coming week. So we are very proud to announce that we uh, are going to launch our fees node. So it is like allowing everyday computers to contribute to a big network. So like Fiznote is like very flexible, easy to use, and all users can earn reward while completing the tasks. So I think this is a very great opportunity for
I
anyone.
think this is a game changer, Shivashi, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like
like
anybody who
yeah,
has even like any part of compute and anything they want to really contribute to towards Saron can easily do that. And
yep,
that's really like state of the art. Like I have been telling this for past like the last live we had with Kaiser, and I have been pretty bullish about telling about like what Fizz nodes are and how you can easily connect it. I
hmm,
think this really changes the game into the whole compute segment as well. Like this really provides Fizz with the functionality of you to connect your system to Spheron, and this I think if you're watching this, we would really suggest that you can go ahead and you can check out what Fizz nodes are, and you can directly go ahead and contribute to the network itself.
yep. Like this is a very great opportunity for anyone with a laptop or a smaller device to get involved with and support the network. And that is a very great thing that we are going to launch by this coming week. Uh, So next thing is ecosystem partnership. So we are very proud to announce that we have secured 20 plus partnership, and the list keeps growing every week. Notable partnerships including like collaborations with Zero G Network, SETI AI, Kaiser Network, Swan Chain, and also we are very excited to announce that we are doing more and more partnership. So even if you know some projects we can partner with, you can just let us know and we will like
Let me tell you more about the partnerships that we have done so far. And like for Zero G, it really enables because Zero G tells that it is an AI modular chain where you can build anything around it, right?
right.
And we have been focused on creating more open source use cases on top of it.
Hmm.
And similarly with Swan is also a GPU provider, and where we are enlisting Spheron as one of the infrastructure partners for Swan and Kaiser. And SETI is actually acting as one of the providers for Spheron. So SETI is actually involving us with on the infrastructure layer and enabling us to get more demand on top of Spheron, where there are different machines that can be connected on top of Spheron and can be utilized on a higher scale, and it makes it more viable and more usable. And similarly, as I say, like Kaiser and Swan has been a great addition to the ecosystem itself, and where you can see that we are creating open source use cases on top of
Yep.
zero G, and which can act as one of the state where you can directly go ahead and you can spin up anything you want to around zero G, and you can use Spheron's compute. So this is one of the most uh, like as we see that the whole Web3 compute industry comes with a very large importance of having partnerships which are truly real and are utilizing actual compute. And these are the ones which are actually using like compute in terms of a larger segment. And also, like if they have the compute, how would they utilize it for their day-to-day end basis, which is in this case SATI and Kaiser and also Swan. And yet like for data availability and also to create something on top of data which has been utilized by zero G, we are working on top of them to create use cases which are more open source and more tangible in terms of coming on onto that.
Right. And I think we are making the community more stronger and stronger by this partnership, like total in whole Web3 segment. So I guess, yeah, we are doing very great in this side. And thanks to you. And yeah, so next thing is Spheron Super Move Tour Phase 1. So the first phase of Spheron Super Move Tour was a massive success. We kicked off in Delhi at coding blocks, and then we continued cities like Mumbai, Pune, Goa, and more with over 15 events and participations from other more than like 750 aspiring devs. We have ramped up phases one in style, and also you can check out our teaser video on YouTube for a glimpse of the action and more details.
I think this is something which really proves loud, right? Like when you see like something what Spheron and Atos are doing together is get into very core Web3 communities and enable developers to build on top of compute on a decentralized compute and on top of Aptos, and where we see that where we have so many like when you say like when you ask me like Prakash, what have we done in Supermove, and these are the numbers which are actually like Hardik is one of our teammates which has done this great job. He has traveled from Delhi on a car throughout India and
Yep.
has enabled so many developers to know about Spheron and Aptos at the same time that it is so huge for you to even comprehend or for anybody who's watching this to comprehend that they have been into so many places, enabling so many devs on built on top of Spheron and built on top of Aptos and become part of the community which we are creating so cumulatively. So this is a great job, honestly. Like, and it's also a very tough job, which we have taken to for sure, like to execute end to end.
Yep. I guess we are going to do another event on 31st of August.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, we are doing multiple events. Like we are doing Meet the Builders, and which is very specifically focused on builders who are very much into Web3, AI, blockchain, and the whole enabled segment of what next is going to come in. And we are very glad that there are so many partners we have got to enable us to do the whole thing. And what I feel about Meet the Builders is that Meet the Builders provide us with the whole segmentation of where we can enable different independent builders, different independent startups, and different independent projects to become part of Web3. Because Web3 comes as a, like, once you say about Web3, there is a lot of distinction when we say about Web3. Like why would I utilize Web3? Why would I get to be a part of Web3? Like in terms of infrastructure and in terms of robustness and scalability of any product. And that's what we are trying to prove. Like make sure that we are enabling everybody with the tools what they require throughout end to end to create something in AI in with their AI agents and their like LLMs they are trying to train, and also like different data they want to inference and train upon.
Yep. I can see also the bounty reward is like very huge. So can you tell us about like what's
Like
going?
$50,000 is huge. Yes, it is huge. Honestly, it is huge. Like if anybody who's watching this into AI, into Web3, or who's starting into AI and Web3, I think Web3 should the whole point of getting onto Web3 is that there is no layer on top of Web3. What Spheron is trying to do is onboard every developer where there is no layer on top of it, and you can easily become part of Web3, and you don't know that you become part of Web3 per se. And that's the whole goal about. Like, I feel like the AI bounties are somewhat people who are building into AI and who are getting started on top of AI or want to leverage compute. Like
Yep.
once we say that we are logged in into different vendors and we are logged in into different like cloud providers provide GPU per se, we are trying to assemble it into a way that it's very composable and usable and accessible throughout.
Yep. Very true. So, like, next thing is like we have got some exciting community activities running throughout the week. So, first thing is like a referral program. You can refer up to 20 plus friends of yours on Discord and earn up to 100%, $100 per week, 100%. And by Monday, we distribute the awards. And also, the second thing is like quick task reward. uh, you can create like we just launched last week, so you can create a short video, update the documentation, and write something about the new release, and you can earn up to $250. And third one is Discord activity, where you can engage in activity and Discord and win up to $50. This is still going on, so you can join our Discord channel and keep engaging. And on a weekly basis, we are announcing the winners. And the fourth part was the Take Fusion podcast. If you have missed this week, you can just go on the YouTube channel and you can see the recap where Prakars was talking with one of our partners, and for just giving one interesting questions on Twitter, you could have won up to $50. So maybe we will run this week also on the Twitter. So if you are interested, just let us know and we will do this. Yep. Anything you want to add, Prakash?
I think this is one of the most things which I would say, like if you're building it on top of AI and also you're trying to become part of this Faron community, right? Like if you're building anything or if you're just very curious about what Faron has been building, I think this is the way you get to become part of the community, and you're obviously incentivized to become a part of the community, right? Like there are very simple steps where you initialize, like let's say how do I start with things, and Shivashish and Zishan has done a great job into becoming a part of the community and what would be the next steps on top of it. And I'm super proud of what they have done. Like I am like once I say this is sheerly out of my respect for both of these people. Like this has come down into 2 days and formalized into something that can community can do for the whole segment of Spheron. It's very straightforward. Is how do you get part of Spheron? Like how do you join Spheron? And how do you join the whole segment of like so many rewards being part of and become like me and Shivashish and Zishan and Hardik, like how to become the top contributors of Saron very easily is how do you do that? Like once you scan this QR code, you would be taken to a QR code where we are allocating it to anybody who is becoming part of Speron's community. And this is something which is very huge. Like when I say this on a very excited term, like how does it become so big? Like this is how you become so big. Like in terms of uh, the whole team supporting anybody who's becoming part of the community, and that's the whole quality about us.
Yep. So yes, we are very committed to empowering communities, like our community also and different communities, because of being a Web3 company, and also as a token of our appreciation, we have allocated around $4,000 for our upcoming ambassador, who are passionate about driving the movement forward. And also, soon we are going to launch Galaxy Quest, where you can earn exclusive NFT by completing small tasks And also participants will also enter weekly raffles for whitelist spot for our TG. So make sure to check our announcement channel for this upcoming events and be sure to register. Also, we will leave this QR code on our Discord channel, also on Twitter and everywhere. So you can just go and scan if you are like, if you just miss this video in case. uh, Next thing is SOS AI bounty. So, this is where you can flex your coding muscles with our SOS AI bounty using popular open source frameworks like LangChain, Hugging Face, Fast API, and more. Participant can win from total bounty pool of $50,000 plus. And I think we have done one partnership with a company which Prakash can,
CapEx.
yeah. So CapEx and now total bounty is around 100K dollars, right?
Yeah. So guys, if you're building in Web3, and if you're building in AI, right? You need to have computer build on top of that. Like that's one of the things which anybody requires to get started on. Like you can go ahead and you can spin up any Hugging Face models you want to, and it's supremely easy. And these bounties are huge. Like if I would not have been a Spheron employee, I would have tried it myself because
Same, I am thinking.
like these are pretty huge, man. I would go ahead and I would go spin up some boundaries for myself and understand if I'm building an AI, I would understand like there is so much that can be done around Spheron, and Spheron is leading on compute, and you can do a lot of things once you have the access to compute. And we have given some segments where you can choose from what you have to build, like in terms of projects you want to and projects you see like which are widely famous. And once you know that, like I know these projects which can be easily done, and today we are living in a world where most of the development is focused from Cursor or Claude and whatever. Like there are so much things that you can do around it. I think you should go ahead and you can start building. And if you have any issues, we have a Discord build channel to go forward with that.
Yes, and also like without running ads, without running campaign and anything, we got around 25 plus participants, and everyone is building in the team. So at least like one team, around 3 or 4 people are there. So at least around 100 people are already working on this SOS AI bounty. So I think that's
Yep.
very great. And now we will get more and more people in upcoming week. So this thing is very interesting. So every week on Friday, we run latest episode of our Spheron podcast, which we call Tech Fusion. So where we call like famous projects, CEOs, CTOs, and different types of people from Web3, which where they talk about different topics like how we can empower Web3 in overall manner.
I think this was a very interesting topic because we had it with Kaiser, right?
Right.
And Kaiser is also doing GP compute, and we had so many stuff to talk about. Like, why do we really need GP compute? Like, what's the whole point of building decentralized GPUs and get started on decentralized GPU as such? And like we had Leonie, and there was so many great discussion that was discussed throughout. Like, I love this session, especially focused on because both of the projects are focused on decentralized compute.
Yep.
And in terms of understanding, like I feel that we have so much to do and so much things to move in the whole segment of GPUs itself. Is that we are trying to solve a problem which is so big, and we are trying to solve it at one step at a time. And that's the whole concept of Spheron is like to understand what UX is around and what developer experience is, and how you can get how you can be a part of developer experience per se. And like shout out to Leonie for becoming a part of this, and this whole series of Ask Me Anything about and AI GPUs and beyond. We had a lot of amazing discussion around it, and I feel like everybody should be a part of it. Like if you are building on top of AI, if you're building on top of decentralized compute, if you're building on top of anything which involves decentralized compute, you should be a part of it.
Right. So till now we have released 6 episodes, and by my personal opinion, I like it a lot, because if you want to get the knowledge about like whole perspective of Web3, what founders thinks, how they founded the company, and everything, you can get all those things from this podcast.
Yeah, and the whole reason why they build it, right? Like, what's the point of building a decentralized compute in a Web3 market where everybody's building decentralized compute? And like you see, like when I was speaking to Leonie, there was a lot of stuff that came up, and I was like, what's the whole point of it, and why are we really building it? So it was pretty interesting. Like, you guys should check it out.
The next thing is like make sure to visit our blog, like blog.spheron.network, to explore our latest article on AI, LLM, GPUs, and Web3 ecosystem. We are publishing 7 to 10 insightful articles each week to keep you informed. And yep, guys. So like that's all from our side.
I think we should give it to the man himself who is doing all this. So whatever blogs you have been reading throughout is because of Shivashish true hard work that has going on for so many days. And like, can you go ahead and share the screen? And what you have been sharing is pretty amazing in terms of like we have been one of the biggest blog like we have been creating content which is so important for decentralized compute and even to become a part of compute. And this is all because of Shivashish. And he has done a great job into paraphrasing, into conceptualizing the whole point of what's the point of creating decentralized compute. Like that is something where I feel that we have been very strong in for past few months, and because of his hard work, we have reached to a certain level of viewership. Is because whatever Shivashish has been doing is what the public demands and what it really needs to see. And Spheron team is really inspired and dedicated towards making understand why we really require decentralized compute. Like the whole point of creating so many business decisions and post that why it's really required as a technology. I think that really goes out to some few of the key members of Spheron understanding the whole POV of why is it really helpful for everybody. So
Right.
yeah, kudos to you, man.
Thank you. Like we are all doing the great work on our side. We're also doing the like partnership work and all, like doing all the works related to founders office. That is like a very huge thing because no one can do, I think, apart from you. So yeah, our whole team is working very great. Like our dev side, like you, me, Hardik on the event side, Prasant and Mitra working, even though they are founder, they are working day and night. So yeah, we are doing great job, I think, in that.
Amazing.
Yep. So that's all for this week updates. Thanks for joining us, and a special thanks to Prakash for being here today. And yeah, stay tuned for more exciting news. Don't forget to check out our announcement channel and Twitter channel also. And see you all next Saturday.
Have a good one, guys, and we're going to drop our
Well,
ambassador programs link in the chat section.
yep.
So, big shout out to Shivashish and big shout out to Zishan and everybody in the team. Like, they have been super energetic, and I love them. And like, the whole point of weekly update is to make sure that you are on set with Spheron and you are also part of Spheron while we are building decentralized compute. So, thank you so much for watching us. And this has been a great live community call. And also, like if you really love us, do like this, do share it with your friends, and do tell anybody who want to know what we are doing in decentralized compute. So thank you so much for being a part of this.
Okay. Bye bye, guys.